So if you watched my series where I'm stuck in a border and each and every single episode the border extends by 10, you will have seen that I built a pumpkin farm in one of the episodes. Today I had the idea of doing that, but well, how do we put this? Crazier. I do not have the same time limit. I have a lot more materials. I have a lot more space. I have, just the possibility to actually probably build something insane. Now let me do an outlayer of an idea of what is inside my head, and then let's see if by the end of this video this came to fruition or if it just went so horribly wrong like a lot of times my videos seem to do. They do seem to be going completely wrong a lot of times. That's kind of like the fun of my videos. I think really never know what exactly to expect when my videos start off, because whatever it ends up being is most likely not what I thought it was going to be. So if we say, for example, that right here, out here is where I want to build the island itself, then what I want to do is I want to have a island right here. So the build itself is more than likely gonna need, I believe it's like 20 to 20, 25 and 25. That probably is the size that the island itself is gonna be. Scratch that, it might be 30 by 30 just for safety. I'd rather have a little extra space. So then what I want to do is I want to do a couple of layers of pumpkin slash melon farms. Maybe we do like, I think 3 layers sounds pretty good to me. But then with that, we around the island itself have like half of the side is like a pumpkin face and the other half of the side is a melon face. Now to me this sounds pretty interesting. How well is it gonna go? Well, that is the question, bro. That is absolutely the question. Since I feel like this village could be even better than it already is, what I want to do each and every single episode to start off with is just take a little time, like about a minute or something like that, and actually make an upgrade to this island. So for the day I want to finish this house off and have the outsides complete as well. Basically all it is just me adding a couple of details into the build to make things look a little better than it already does, and just make things really cool. What did I leave? What was it I left in here? Hold up. What I'm thinking is maybe like a lantern from the roof itself going down. Yeah, something like that seems fine to me. Then let's absolutely remove the entire floor inside. And I think we just replace it with bricks. I think we throw down a crafting table. Definitely shear the sheep as well so we can start getting some more wool. I really would love for there to spawn more animals. I'm not exactly sure how they even ended up spawning. Let's add 3 beds to the house as well so we can actually get more villagers breeding. Maybe we throw down a couple of chests on this side, and we have a bunch of barrels on the wall right here. Smithing table to the side, a couple more barrels on here. Throw down some item frames on some of them potentially. Maybe throw some of the chest as well. Get some apples, get some chest pieces, some boots, sapling on that one. Let's do a sugarcane on that one just to add a little bit of texture to the room. We can even add some up there. I think that's actually good as well. Yeah, sure, that works. Then maybe we throw a fence gate there with a pleasure plate on top, and let's do a brick stair like that for a little table. Maybe we do like a little carpet right there just so the floor isn't completely boring. And I think that's going to be the house itself. Front, we can add a couple of things like some of that. Let's actually raise them 1 block. Then maybe we do like a little garden around as well. I feel like we maybe need a couple of flowers for the front, so see if we can get any good from just bone mealing away. Sure. sure. That's fine. Alright, and I think with that planted a little bit around, added a little bit of floor and stuff like that, I think that will do it for now for this one right here. Surprisingly enough, that took me like at least like 10-15 minutes. But you can just see if we do this each and every single episode, man, this is gonna be so crazy, bro. Like, I can't wait to do this, man. This is gonna be so awesome. And who knows, maybe even a couple episodes I might even do more just because I feel the urge to like do one more. I'll do that. But let's get into the build now. Let's have some fun. Like the last time, a massive shout out to Trilo MS. These right here is all the materials that we're gonna need, but since I want to do it times 3, this is all times 3. So let's quickly gather all of these materials. This shouldn't take too long. Sometimes you just don't realize how long things are actually gonna take. It is now 3 hours later, and I think that I've gotten all the materials. The material list that I was popped up on the video was actually not quite correct, so I had to gather a few more materials than what it actually said on screen, but it is what it is. That's just, we need what we need, man. But the list wasn't accurate, so there was a bunch of other stuff that I needed, but thankfully he left a comment pinned at the top, so yeah, I got all the materials that is needed for the build now. And it's a lot. It's a whole bunch, man. I've been working ton on the villager guys down there, and yeah. Watched some really good YouTube videos though. I watched that GQ interview with Jack Black. That was pretty good. That was like a 40-minute video, bro. That was a good time. I could highly recommend that actually. That guy's just funny. Then I also watched a bunch of other stuff, man. It's a vibe, I guess. So the platform is finished, and I'm actually realizing now that I might have built it even bigger than was even necessary. I thought the hole was supposed to be 20 by 20, but it's actually 10 by 10. But at least this actually gives me like some space to work with, because you know, it just makes it a lot easier, man. Like I need as much space as I can to work with in the sky right here. So I think I'm happy with this. I also kind of changed to just some brown mushroom because I have so much mushroom over from building this village right here, and instead of having to use all this dirt, which dirt is pretty hard for me to get, dirt actually takes like a decent amount of time for me to get. These mushroom stems is like 20 times faster and easier to both mine away and just gather in general. I'm not going to be wasting dirt again like that. That was, I don't know why I even thought about this to start off with. Of course I should just be using this. It's actually surprising how much time you actually spend on getting something as simple as dirt. But yeah, I think we just kind of get to building these farms right here. It shouldn't be too bad. I remember doing it, like, it's not that long ago since I actually did the build, so I'm going to quickly run through this tutorial. I'm going to just layer this out. I'm going to layer it by 3 as I said, and then we'll kind of see how that turns out and how it looks. Because the main focus of this video is really just the build around it. The farm, you know, it's going to be good for animals and stuff like that, but it's really mainly for the funny build around it, which I think is going to be very interesting to do. I hope I can do something really cool with it. And boom, as simple as that. And when that comes from me saying as simple as that, you already know that that is just not the case whatsoever, man. Supposedly this farm should take you like a couple of minutes to build, like maybe like, let's say 10-15 minutes I'd presume would be like a decent amount of time to complete this farm in. Me, I do it in like half an hour, so I pretty much like triple to double the time, something like that, because you know, I'm just really bad at all this stuff. Like genuinely, if there is something that I'm bad at, it's doing stuff like this right here, which is why I'm trying to do more of it. Like the more I can do this type of stuff, the better I can get at it. And it's also a reason that I like to build the same farms again, so that I can really like start remembering and get like the patterns that make sense. But yeah, I made the first layer right here. This layer I'm gonna make pumpkin, then I'm gonna make it watermelon, and then another for the pumpkin for the last one, simply because pumpkins are the better ones, but I still want both of them. We got a collection system right here. I've just got a bunch of extra stuff laying in there right now. Nothing has grown yet since I haven't bone mealed them, but while I'm building the next couple of layers, these should just grow up by themselves and there should be no problem at all. So basically what I need to do now is just add those 2 layers and we're good. So at this point I realized the terracotta is not going to look good for this build whatsoever. What I really need is concrete. And this led me to the most insane journey that I thought would take a little short time, but in reality I spent days doing it. And in terms of hours, I spent at least 8 hours. And I'm gonna say it was probably way more than that actually. So it was because I wanted the green lime concrete because the terracotta is just so ugly, and it's the same for the orange one, so I really wanted to figure out a way to go through and get this. And so I did. And it turned out it was a lot more complicated than it needed to be, simply because I needed bamboo and sand, which who would have thought that was one of the hardest things to get in Skyblock. Well, not actually hard, I just didn't know the ways you could actually get them by, because I just thought it was impossible, but in reality it wasn't. So I'll show you how I got it. So if you're like me and love playing Skyblock, you've maybe wondered how you could possibly get more sand in your world. Well, I'm here to show you a way to get endless sand. And of course, yes, you have to dupe it. That's just the only way to get it. Now, you could just wait for Wandering Trader and get a couple every now and then, but let's be honest, that's never going to happen. So if you've been doing your own research, looking around YouTube and looking for dupers, you would have realized that a lot of them have scaffolding in the builds. And then you wonder to yourself, well, in Skyblock, I can't get bamboo. Well, I'm here to tell you, you actually can. What you need to do is you need to go to one of the biomes outside the realm you're in right now. There's a biome out there that's called the jungle biome. In that biome, you just have to fish. Recommendation, just put unbreaking, mending, and lore on your rod. Do not put Log of the Sea because it will actually give you better things, and bamboo is not considered a good thing. At least that's what I've understood when I was doing my research. For me, it took me about 25 minutes before I actually got the piece of bamboo, which is not too bad, honestly. And as soon as you got one piece, you got endless. If you look over to my island over right there, I got a bunch of bamboo growing. So then now you have the ability to do scaffolding, which means you have the ability to make a duper. So if you look on screen right now, this is all the materials that you're going to need for the build. And if you're wondering to yourself, well, I don't know how to get slime in this world, then let me tell you, it is extremely simple. If you build a platform very far down, and then somewhere around down there will be a biome that spawns slimes. For me, it was literally on the outskirts right here. For you, it can be anywhere, but just build around and you will see they will spawn slime somewhere. And like with the bamboo, as soon as you got one spawning, you will have endless spawning as soon as you go back and forwards. And then at that point, you just gotta gather all the materials and you gotta go into the nether and start building your sand duper. Now, I'm not exactly 100% confident if you can do it with anything, but I believe you can do it with sand, gravel, whatever type of gravity block there is. You can probably do, maybe except an anvil. That one I'm not 100% sure on. But it's actually very simple. So let me show you how I build the duper itself. Okay, so right here I got all the materials that I should be needing for the build itself. And this should actually be really straightforward to make. The worst part was literally just getting the scaffolding, honestly. But 25 minutes was not bad at all. So the build itself is actually rather easy. It's all about just making sure that you place the blocks correctly. And truly, do make sure you place them right and do not end up like me after I actually built this. I made that mistake myself. And then also, obviously, I'm going to need some space to actually do the build on. So we got to just clear out this area as much as possible real quick. Now, there is a couple of details that's not exactly going to work properly with this build right here, since it is meant for a bigger portal than this. But I'm not exactly sure how to make it smaller, which means that I'm just going to build it the size that I'm seeing in the tutorial, and then I'm going to have it be a little bit less efficient, but it's still going to work, and that's honestly what matters. I'm just not too good with this stuff, so I didn't know how to compact it to be a little smaller, and it's okay. I don't have to. I'm just going to build it. I need it to work, and I don't really care. So a quick massive shout out to Eliro3 for the tutorial. I will of course link his entire video in the description if you want to build this farm for yourself. So what I need to do is go 2 blocks down right here and then something this. That's what I want to do. Then on both these blocks I'm going to put a piece of redstone on each. Then in the middle I need an observer facing down. Then all I do is add 2 facing down to the side right here. And then on top right here, I'm just going to add a couple of solid blocks around. Just like that. Then out to the side, I want to place my first normal piston. Just like that. I can then remove this block right here. And then on the other side, I want to do the exact same. Nope, that's incorrect. I need to go out, out, out. And then have it like that, so there's a little gap between these two. And then if I make my way back up now, I'll need to do the sticky pistons all the way around. And then that is what you do not want to have happen. I'm probably gonna have this happen a few times, aren't I? Let's make sure that was the first and the last time we do that. So then we fill the rest of the sides in here with the sticky pistons, so that we got sticky pistons all the way around. Then on top of the sticky pistons, we can do normal pistons. So that we have pistons on top of it all the way around. Then if I make my way down under, I need to do a solid block right next to this piston down here. Then I'll need an observer and another one on the side like that. Break this one right here and make it face in towards this one. Then if I grab my trapdoors and place it on the top of this one right here, everything will activate, which means it works. And if I place a scaffolding here and another one going over there, I then place an observer and a trapdoor, then an observer going down here and another one going through over there. Then over here I'll need to add another piston like that, and then an observer, and then a solid block at the end of that. And then I'm just gonna keep removing everything so nothing actually connects with the build itself for safety. Unsure if that's necessary or not, but I definitely want to take precautions. So then right here I want to place another sticky piston. Then on the side right here is where I need to place a log. Then let's place 2 temporary blocks right here so I can place the leaves on top of them. Then on each side of the leaves I'm going to place an observer and then run over here and place another one. Combine with a solid block on each side of those. Then basically just do a copy like that on both sides over here. Then we gotta add a trapdoor and another trapdoor. Another solid block. And then my last piston there. Then I make my last observer face down, just like that. Move our couple extra blocks on the side. We need to grab all of our 17 sand, and then we just place it all around like so. And again, I do not think every single piece is actually going to be effective due to the portal not being huge. I think it's only going to be these 4 that's going to be in use, but just for the farm to be proper, I'm just going to put all of them in. Then on top of the portal itself, we gotta put walls all the way around. Just like that. And then if we go to the side right here on top of our scaffolding, we grab our lever and put down our lever. I believe if now I just press start, the whole thing is actually gonna work. So then if you want to be really proper smart, you have to do a collection system inside the end itself. But to just show you guys that it actually works, let's just press start. So something went wrong, but I am not sure what. Exactly what I did wrong, I cannot tell you, but as long as you follow the tutorial, it should be good. I just tried to replace a couple of observers, and all of a sudden when I press the lever, it just automatically works. So I think maybe I misplaced one, or I'm not exactly sure what. Sometimes redstone is weird, so yeah, I just replaced this couple and now it works. So apparently now I can just press it off. And then if we jump to the portal, I should have a bunch more sand now, supposedly. Yup. Okay. We have a bunch more sand. Now, in terms of having a collection system, honestly, I don't even think it's necessary. You get this much in what was that, like 2 minutes, something like that. I don't think it's necessary for me to have a collection system, honestly. So that is basically as simple as that to get yourself endless sand in Skyblock. Now, I have spent, and I'm not even over exaggerating, I believe I've spent about 8 hours trying to figure out exactly how you could do all of this, like research, could you even get bamboo and all that sort of stuff. So I've condensed this video into a very quick one for you to know that you should never waste that much time, because it can get done. You just gotta be smart. Unlike me, I've wasted so much time just not realizing how simple things actually is. So please make sure to like and subscribe. That would really be appreciated. You might be wondering to yourself watching that last clip, what is going on? You never killed the Ender Dragon in this series. I did. I'll show you right now. I just thought it wasn't too interesting, so I just kind of wanted to skip over it since it's like the most plain thing at this point. The Ender Dragon is like the least interesting thing in the entire game at this point. I can't be the only one that thinks that. I also spent all of my levels actually getting better armor and a better bow to fight the Ender Dragon. Okay, so we need lime dye and orange dye. So we can get orange concrete and we can also get lime concrete. Then from our shepherd right here, we can buy some black wool and we can buy some pink wool as well. And I'm going to just keep on repeating it with him a couple more times. This should work nicely for the eyes and the mouth, I'd say. And as well as that, I want some red concrete. Maybe as some eyes, maybe. And I think for now that's it. Now I just need to duplicate all the concrete right here and I should be good. And then if we need anything else, I can always just come back to that. But I do think these are the blocks that I want to work with, at least to start off. Although some green concrete mixed in with the lime might actually make for better melon head. With that logic, maybe some yellow concrete might actually mixture in well with the orange for the pumpkins. Just maybe a little less. I was thinking of getting some white concrete, but I actually don't think that would mix in with any of these. Yeah, let's not do that. So then we gotta make as much space in our inventory as possible so we can grab as much stuff as possible. I don't even know if this works. I've just realized that. I'm kind of hoping this works. Well, there's always another way around it though, but if this works, it would save me a lot of time basically. So then for the first one, let's just try and throw in the green concrete, I guess. Let's see if our machine even works, which it does. Nice, very nice. Let's just run this for like 30 seconds. Alright, that's about 30 seconds. Let's try to stop it and see how much that gives us in just 30 seconds. Oh dear God. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that's insane. This is perfect. I'm just gonna do this really quickly so we can start doing the build. Okay, I haven't been able to get any of the wool yet, but I've gotten a bunch of chests right here filled up with a whole bunch of concrete. So, and not all of them are full, but most of them are absolutely filled. So I'm gonna just start working with the concrete, and every now and then throughout the build, I'm gonna go back to this guy right here and trade with him because he's gonna give me some of this every now and then. So this should work out fine because I'm not gonna need all that much wool. I'd say potentially, but I don't think so. So well, let's try and build like an outlay or something. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, so let's just try and test something. I don't know if I need to turn this into concrete before or if I can just work with it as powder though. That's the issue. Yup, I need to turn this into concrete. This is not gonna work. I want to try and be polite towards myself, but what in the... Bro, what is this? Like, what in the actual... Bro, I don't know what I was thinking. What is this shite? Let me just real quick make it daytime, bro. It's even worse in daytime. There's no way Bro, what am I doing? What am I doing? Get out of there. Bro, look at this monstrosity. This was meant to be 500,000. Bro, what am I doing? I think I have another idea. I would love to say I did this for a joke, but I thought it would actually might work with a couple of details on it. But this is, I don't even want to spend a second doing that. Bro, what is this shite? I don't know, bro. What am I doing? Trust me, it's gonna turn out decent. That's probably also the best I can do is decent. Do not believe we're gonna go any further than that if I'm being honest. Bro, who am I? Okay, so everything is now removed. I made a copy of the Skyblock world, so I messed a little bit around and made a build that I think I'm going to try and replicate as best as possible, somewhat to this extent, in the actual world itself. I'll actually be blurring this out just to not completely spoil it, even though it's already in, so me blurring out makes no sense. You know what, I'll still do it just because it's cool, even though it's not. Let's get to it, because I'll actually need a lot of materials that I do not have at this point. I'm on day 236, and I finally got my first way. No, did he just fall off? Wait, there ain't no way. Wait. Did he just fall off? He fell off the map, didn't he? Oh my god, he fell off the map? No! Wait, this is actually real? Wait, my god, this did not happen. Wait, this can't be real. There is no way. 236 days and I finally get my first wandering trader and he falls off the map. How is that possible? I'm gonna kill these guys right here. I am... No. Oh, whoops. Well, now he's off the map as well. I would have loved to have replay mode on so I could see if he actually fell. He must have fell though. I can't see him at all. There is no way this actually just happened. This is beyond hilarious and I am so mad about it. Oh my god. Bro, I'm the most... Nah, that's just unbelievable. Of course that would happen to me. Hey, bro, cherry sapling. I need to go grab emeralds. This guy better not fall down or die. But I can't believe this. I cannot believe this is actually happening. So dope. Oh, 8 saplings. I should have just bought one. Why did I buy all of them? I don't know. Blue dye, purple dye, spruce, slime. Okay, that's all we need actually. We just got cherry saplings. Do you realize how freaking cool that is? That is so cool. So I've done a little bit of cleaning up on the outside right here. So now everything is looking perfect and cool. And bro, look at this, man. Even made like a little pathway going up here. This guy looks cool, man. I'm surprisingly happy with this, honestly. So if we go inside the mouth, we go down right here. Look at this tunnel right here. So colorful, so dope, so freaking cool, man. We go in here, we got the chest. I literally just emptied this chest like not that long ago. So this chest has been filled up like, I think this is 2 or 3 times at this point that I've emptied it out. But yeah, this thing is just dope, man. I'm liking it, bro. Kept it really colorful, kept it intriguing, kept it fun, kept it lighthearted, you know. Just I'm very, very happy with this. But look at this, man. It's super cool. I also did a little upgrade inside right here to this, where I just kept a bunch of chests with all the extra materials left over from the build, and then I'll just kind of keep adding into here. I think I'm gonna go down as well and make another little storage room under here, because we do have a whole layer like right under here that's not used for anything. And then potentially we can make another chest room up here. If we just make a little floor, we can even have a chest room around out here, maybe something. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. We could even have one, actually we could have one up here as well. There's plenty of possibilities for us to do, so we're never really gonna run out of space, that's for sure. But I'm very, very conflicted on what to build next. I've been trying to really dig around and look for stuff, bro, but I'm just not sure what to build next, man. So if you guys have any ideas, do make sure to leave them in the comments and let me know which type of ideas you want me to do. And if you want to do me a massive favor, please hit that like button. That would be very much appreciated, man. And then I guess we'll just see what we build for next time. This is like the first time I don't have an idea for the next episode, so this might be interesting.